Yes.
And we are live. What's up, guys? This is Fergal here. And today I'm very excited to be interviewing one of the newer success stories in the internet marketing world. I've got Trevor Carr on the line. Trevor, thank you so much for coming and taking your time to talk to us today.
Not at all, Fergal. Absolute pleasure, as always.
So, like I said, you're one of the newer success stories in this industry. And a lot of people we froze there for a second. A lot of people that are getting into the industry, they're worried that as a newbie, it's impossible for them to make money with this. But you have proven that it is very, very easy to go from complete beginner to where you are today. Could you tell us a little bit about your journey in this industry?
Absolutely, yeah. I actually went full-time as an internet marketer just over 1 year ago. And in that period, you've probably seen me hit the leaderboards and get my name kind of all over the place. And, you know, I've earned some decent money. Now, when I look at my accounts, I did actually go into my accounts and look at the period 1 year, the December before I went full time, 1 year prior, and I actually made, I think it was something like $43 out of my Warrior Plus and JVZoo account for the entire month of December 2016, I think it was. And fast forward to 2017 December, I can't remember the exact figure, but it was thousands that I made, and it was really. That was when I looked at that and thought, geez, this really is true. You know, I went from nothing to doing what I'm doing now. It does show you that you can do it. You know, you don't have to be, I mean, this has taken me less than a year to get to the position I'm in. And you don't have to think to yourself that, you know, if you've got no experience, I couldn't possibly do this. Anybody can do this, but you just need to commit to it. You need to focus and just don't give up.
That's true. And one thing that I've noticed is people think that they're starting off to think, oh, I'm going to have to learn all this techie stuff. I'm going to have to learn SEO, going to have to learn email marketing. They think they have to know everything when it comes to internet marketing, but that's not true. All you need to know is this one direction that worked for you, and it worked for me as well. So if they just take that exact path, then they'll see success as well. They think, oh, I'm going to have to buy courses in SEO and Facebook ads. Like, I mean, I don't know all of those things, you know. There's actually an SEO course coming up soon. I'm going to buy it because I want to learn SEO. So I'm a six-figure per year internet marketer, and I don't know SEO. So yeah, just all they need to do is take the right path. They don't have to have the complete knowledge. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, totally. You know, I mean, you can look into this stuff, but I think that kind of where some people get a bit hung up and maybe get stuck is because they think they need to know all that stuff. And look, I'm not saying it doesn't hurt you to know some SEO. I'm sure that's great, but SEO wasn't what got me to the position I'm in now. Nor was it Facebook ads or CPA or any of the other things that you hear about. It was this one path that we teach in Endgame that got me to that position. And it's not complicated, is it, Fergal, what we do? Really, it's not rocket science, as I say. And so that being the case, it's fairly easy to teach and fairly easy for anyone to pick up. And it's kind of like, I like to use the copy and paste. If you watch what we teach, and you can literally copy and paste what we did. In Endgame, you've got myself full-time for just over a year. John O. Armstrong, who I'm not sure how long has been full-time, but in the last year he's exploded his business. And you've got Jonas, who's been doing this for a little bit longer. So the three of us, we're all completely different characters, different ages, different backgrounds, different experiences, different skill sets, but we've all followed this path, and we've all made it, you know, to become a very successful full-time income.
So you're talking about the end game. This is your product that's coming up. When is it going to be released? What date?
Sunday the 15th of April at 11 a.m. EST.
Okay. And can you tell us a little bit about what you're going to be teaching inside this course?
Yeah, sure. Well, originally it was actually pitched to be a high ticket offer. It was a high ticket training course that we pitched and sold at $997. And the very next day, the three of us were all, I mean, we had messages from people that really wanted in, but just couldn't afford it. And, you know, you understand that it's a lot of money at $997. So we came up with a kind of crowdfunding model. We thought, what about if we spun it on its head? And instead of having a handful of people paying us $1,000 each, we had a load of people paying us way less. And so we refunded those people that paid the $9.97. They were delighted because they then found out they could get in for just a few bucks. And what we do is we provide weekly live webinar calls where the three of us get on there and we're teaching you the system that we use, the path that we have traveled to get where we've got to today. We also then put all the replays into the members area so that you can watch them if you can't attend the live calls. There's live Q&A on there. We sometimes get some of the members to come on as well, and they join the call and they get their face on the camera, and that helps to build their confidence. You know, so for this business, a lot of people are not, you know, they don't want to do it. You don't have to do that, but we encourage that to help people along. But you also get to ask questions live, and we'll answer those on the calls. And then also in the members area, we've got an extra training section where we have all sorts of things like ranking on Google, ranking on YouTube, how to set up your website, your hosting, you know, all these kind of things that people need to know. And we're adding to that section all the time. So there's regular fresh content going in every week, and there are live webinars every week. There's also a private Facebook group where they've got access to the three of us, and they can ask anything they want, which they do, and we support them in there. So it's yeah, it's been extremely popular so far. We've just soft tested it with our own lists so that we could get some real guys in there, and the feedback has been incredible.
Cool, sounds good. And the actual content that you're teaching, is it what you used to get to where you are today, or is it some like how to make $100 per day method, or is it how to build a business from scratch? Yeah,
it's not a push button kind of how to make $327.26 an hour. It's none of that. It's none of that stuff. It is it's basically what we do. You know, it's teaching our business, and we've called it Endgame because the idea is that, you know, this is going to move you towards your end game. If you follow what we do, then you can copy and paste what we've done, and you can achieve the, you know, the success that we've achieved. I'm not saying that everybody can achieve the amount of success we've achieved in that period of time, but some people will go far further, and some people would just be happy to be making regular commissions. You know, $50 a day, $100 a day is a magical number, and it's very, very achievable. So yeah, we're teaching exactly, you know, what we've, between the three of us, what we've learned over the last few years, and the mistakes we've made, what worked, what didn't, and just basically pulling people through to get them to a position where they cross the line over from being a serial consumer to becoming a creator and a vendor, and ultimately, you know, a full-time internet marketer.
Cool. So it sounds pretty good. And you said you've used this method yourself. So could I ask you if we could jump inside or jump over to your screen there and show us if you have
Sure.
any of your own proof of earnings with this method, and then maybe you'll jump inside the members area and just show us the layout of the course as well.
Certainly. Let me just share my screen. Okay, can you see that?
Yep.
All right. Let's take a look. Just log into Warrior Plus first of all. Just bear with me while it spins around.
No problem.
Okay. So if we look at we go to affiliate commissions first. Go to all time in this account. There's $34,000 there in affiliate commissions. We go to my vendor stats, and we'll also go to all time. Might take a little bit longer. There's quite a few figures to pull back there. And this is actually what caught my eye with you originally, Fergal, back in the day when you did this. And I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. I remember that so clearly. I think you remember I actually put that into one of my products. That moment, it was like that moment. So just excuse while there's words around, but it's because Warrior Plus has to go back and pull all the information forward for us to see the figures. But if you just
so much money in there, it takes so long.
But yeah, it's more than a tenner now. So there we go, 140,282. Now, bear in mind, you know, I went full time in February 2017, so just over 1 year ago, and I've done 140,282 there. And then if we go over to JVZoo, see what we can find there. JVZoo is only for affiliate commissions for me. So a couple of quiet days for me today, to be honest with you. But if I go and look at the past, let's see, go from the 1st of March. So there's $8,266 in the last kind of 5 weeks in affiliate commissions. So, you know, I think that's that's proof enough that this stuff works.
Yeah, that's very healthy looking accounts there, and especially since you came from becoming a complete newbie to this game not so long ago. So quite impressive there. So one more thing I wanted to ask you. I'm sure everyone is wondering what.
Sorry, Fergie, you just froze there for a second.
Coming down from. Sorry, we lost you there for a second. You said it's coming down from 997. What's the price of it going to be now?
Well, I mean, I could do the big kind of, it's not going to be 797, it's not going to be 597, but I'm not going to bother with that. It's going to be $17.97. And it's a monthly recurring subscription. But what we're looking at here is, you know, for 1 month, even if, and there's no contract, you know, you just come and go as you want. But for 1 month, you get so much content, and it's all regular, fresh, relevant content. And it's all based on what's working for us now. So it is really the biggest no-brainer that you've ever seen. No one's doing anything like this. And we've got a Facebook group as well. It's very, very active. And we're in there supporting everybody. So you just get incredible value for money. It's if I'd have had this when I was starting out, I would have been very, very grateful. With
a lot of $7 or $17 courses, people, they get the course and then that's it. They get no back end support. But because this is recurring and you're going to be building a community, I take it it's you're going to be in there every day helping, and everybody helping each other out as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And you've probably hit the nail right on the head there, Fergal, because it is the fact that it's not only ongoing, but that there's this big community that we've already built. So there's already over 300 members in there. And everybody is helping everybody else out, as well as having us, well, we call ourselves the three amigos, myself, Jono, and Jonas, as well as having us in there to answer the questions and give them support, etc. But there's also a clever little twist, and that is that we're going to be showing people how to create products that ultimately they can launch. And when they're ready to launch, and I'm not talking about big launches, I'm just talking about, you know, just testing it out, Warrior Plus, nice and simple. We'll take them through every single step so they know what to do. But when they've got a product that they're ready to launch, the whole community is going to get behind each other, because we're all going to help each other. So if you're in Endgame and you've got a product ready to launch, you've got all your fellow Endgamers that are going to promote for you, and vice versa. And as that grows, you know, it almost means that everybody is guaranteed a certain amount of success just because of the community and the cooperative support that we've got in there.
That's it. Community and networking is essential in this game. That's why we go to these, pay thousands of dollars to go to Portugal to meet other internet marketers, and hopefully you'll be coming to Dublin this year, will you?
No, mate. Yes, I've got a green card from my wife to come, so that's already on the calendar. I'm going to be buying you a pint of Guinness or two.
Sounds good. I'll be buying them back, so we'll be having at least 4 that day.
Yeah.
People are always worried about. So I see these courses. They've got like 4, 5, 6 one-time offers. People get annoyed. It takes them 10 minutes to get through the funnel. Do you have any one-time offers with this course?
No.
Zero. There's no
zero. Because, and that's part of the thing, you know, we didn't want upsells. We didn't want one-time offers, because when we offered this out to our list, we wanted to say, do you know what? Scrap the 997. Let's all come in, and there are no upsells. So you've got nothing to be scared of. Just come straight in, and that's the way we've kept it. We've talked about should there be OTOs, etc. And really, for the people that are going to get into Endgame, we think the best thing for them is to know that there are no upsells. So you literally just go in, $17.97, done. You can't spend another penny.
Sounds good. One last thing, could we take a quick look around the members area if that's possible, just so people can know how to navigate it when they eventually sign up?
certainly. Let's take a look. Okay, can you see my screen, Fergal?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so when you log in, you'll take yourself, I think you're probably going to land on the members dashboard. So I'll just go over there now. This is us, the three amigos. And we have some links here to go through, and then there's a little bit of information about the three of us. Here are the live call replays, extra training and training modules. So I'll go through to the live call replays. We did actually just have a live call while I was away skiing last week, but because I wasn't here to manage the webinar, something technical went wrong, and I don't think we've got that up yet. So that would have been call number 6. But here you can see call number 5, call number 4, call number 3, 2, and 1. Call number 1 was 2 hours. Then we like to keep it about an hour so that, you know, people, it's not too long for them. Hour and 13, hour and 6, an hour and 18, an hour and 13. So the replays go into the replay area. And then we've got the extra training section. And there's a load more content actually coming into this over the next few days. So by the time new members join, there'll be more content in here. So just to give you an idea, we've got super cheap hosting deal that could actually make you money. In this particular video, we show our end gamers how they can get hosting that not only ends up they get it for free, but they actually get paid for getting the hosting. It's like a crazy no-brainer. How to install WordPress, what plugins you should use, how to save money every day on purchases, the importance of having your own product, coming up with ideas for a product, black hat world trick, how to find hot selling products, replicate product creation tips, building a swipe file, model the success of others, be you, be true. You know, and this content just goes on and on and on. And this is what we call the extra training. And this stuff is what we're adding all the time, as well as the live coaching calls that we do. So that gives you an idea of the amount of content. The training modules, they are for reference only, and they were put in there solely to show what the 997 course was going to be covering. So for reference, it says here, just reference to give you some direction, these are the original modules that we plan to deliver in SAS. That was called Secret Affiliate Sanctum, which was the 997 course that we refunded and turned it into Endgame. So it just gives you a kind of an idea of what, you know, what we'll be covering. But I'm sure if you look at this, you'll see that it's everything that we do, and it's everything you'd ever need to know, from creating your products to your autoresponders, setting your funnels up, your blog, your landing pages, using Munchai, recruiting JVs, sales pages, launches, affiliate marketing, you know, the whole lot. It's everything that you could ever dream of is covered in there.
I like this because you've a lot of people that are starting off, they're like, some people just say, oh, set up your blog on WordPress. And they're like, okay, what? Yeah. So you've gone from the very, very beginning with people and showing them how to set up WordPress, which is great for people that are going to be complete newbies to the game. So I feel like getting the entire education within this.
Yeah, it's everything you'd ever need to know, you know, hence the name Endgame. We're very, very passionate about it. We're very proud of what we've done. And the active community that we've got, you know, it's, as I said, we've got testimonials that you'll see probably on the sales page, video testimonials and written testimonials and all sorts of things from people that have just been blown away by what we've been offering you.
Sounds good, Trevor. And what date and time will it be going live again?
Yeah, so it's Sunday, the 15th of April, and at 11 a.m. EST.
Perfect. Sounds good. Before we wrap up, people always want to hear the number one thing that brought you to success from these top internet marketers that I'm interviewing. So if you have one tip, what would it be to get people to success?
Well, I think that the one thing that has kind of kept me going is the fact that I will never, ever give up. And in this industry, as you probably know, especially when you're starting out, it can be so frustrating because we're constantly seeing everybody else doing so well, because you know what it's like on Facebook. People only post their good days. They don't post the bad days. They only post their profits. They don't post their costs or anything else. So all you see is all these hundreds and thousands of dollars. and you know, you're staring at your commissions and you're seeing zero, and it's just frustrating. It's very easy to give up. But what I always say to my students is that you never know just how close you are to that success. And quite often, if you've done the groundwork, you could be so close. It just takes a little extra push and you'll get through, you'll break through, and you'll start getting those commissions. So my tip would be to never, ever give up. Also, not to listen to the naysayers. That there are plenty of people that once you tell them that, you know, you're making money online or you're in the make money online industry, they're just going to think it's a scam. You're going to start to believe it's a scam because you're not earning any commissions, and then you're going to think, oh yeah, no, this is a load of rubbish, and just walk away. Now, I could have done that, but I didn't. I'm so glad I didn't, because I now have a wonderful lifestyle. I work from home here in the UK. My kids are off on half term at the moment, so I'm home with the kids. I get to see the kids. I work whenever I want. I don't work when I don't want to. I can go to bed late and get up late. I can do whatever I want. And, you know, it's all because I didn't give up. So the big tip here is don't give up, and just know that you can do this. It doesn't take anyone special. If you look at the affiliates out there that are making a lot of money, they're all different. We're all different characters. We've got completely different backgrounds and experiences, but we've all done it. So just don't give up.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming on to talk to us, Trevor. And I look forward to seeing you in Dublin. And anyone that's listening to this, if you're in the UK or Ireland in June, I think, do you know what date the conference is?
Not off the top of my head, no. It's on the calendar downstairs.
Say again, sorry?
It's on the calendar downstairs, though.
Just so the wife doesn't forget.
Yeah, I think it's 20, is it 21, 22, 23, that kind of time?
Yeah, it's somewhere in the 20th anyway. So if you're in the UK or Ireland, get yourself over to there, because everybody who is anybody in the internet marketing industry is going to be there. And if you can't afford a ticket for the conference, you can just go and hang around the bar, because that's probably where I'm going to be.
Yeah. No doubt I'll be with you as well.
Thanks very much, Trevor. It's been amazing talking to you, buddy. All the best.
Cheers, Fergal. Thanks very much, mate. Take care.